Good evening everyone, my name is Gaurav Kumar Jain and I welcome you all on this beautiful channel named Geeks for Geeks School. First of all, thank you very much to all the students who are regularly liking and sharing the videos in the groups and making us more and more popular day by day. Thank you very much all the students who have taken the DSA course and who are enjoying those classes which we guys are providing them, and definitely it is going to, those classes which you're taking right now, they're going to benefit you a lot in your career. Secondly, I would like to thank all the people who really from whom we are getting appreciation on daily basis. So thank you very much to all of them. So why we guys are here today? We guys are here today to develop a very amazing and very beautiful game, the name of which is Connect 4. Yes, so it is a two-player game that we guys will be developing today, and while coding, if you find any issues in any of the code, or you come across any issue, or you find anything difficult, you can put those queries in the chat box. Definitely I am going to take all your queries, right? So let's dive into the platform and start the coding part. But before starting, I would like to tell you one more thing, that this platform which I am using right now, it is PyCharm, right? How to download and install PyCharm, if you want to know about that, you can check the very first tutorial which I showed it for this game development in Python thing. Okay, and in the very first tutorial I've also explained about various platforms that we can use for learning coding. So there are many online platforms also, like Jupyter Notebook, Google Colab, with the help of which you can learn to code. Now, why there are online platforms, why the online platforms are so much popular today? It's because there are students who don't have laptops and desktops with them, right? But they have a mobile phone. Every one of us have, definitely we have mobile phones, right? Because this is a mobile generation we are living in. So the developers has made it very easy for those students to learn coding. Now if they don't have their any desktop or laptop devices, they can access the online platforms like Jupyter Notebook, Google Colab on their respective mobile device, and they can do coding on those platforms. It's very easy to create a virtual environment using Google Colab and Jupyter Notebook, and there are various other platforms on which you can today do coding, right? So that this platform which I am using is an offline platform, and for this PyCharm you need to have a 64-bit type of operating system. Only then you will be able to install it. Otherwise, if you will try it on 32-bit, you will not be able to do that, because I myself have tried it many times but I was not able to do, right? But if you have a 32-bit operating system and you have PyCharm on it, please share the link of that software with us in the description, in the comment section, so that other students who have 32-bit operating system on their devices, they can also install PyCharm. But as far as I know, only a person who has who have a 64-bit operating system, they can only download and install Python. Okay, so let's come to the point. So we are going to make a two-player game today, and the first thing that we are going to do today is we are going to first import all the things from the modules that we require for creating our game. So the first thing that we require is everything from the Turtle module as usual, right? So from Turtle, and we can use this keyword import, and then as you guys know very well, asterisk is the key. Asterisk is the one which helps us in extracting everything from the what we call it, from a particular module. Now after this, we can have the free games module. We can download things from the free games module. So what all things I would like to import from the free games module? I would like to import this line thing. Why? So as to give a grid kind of view to my window. Then we can have this turns named variable. You can define whatever you can use whatever name you want as a variable, but in this turns name module I would like to have a dictionary, right? So let's have a dictionary. So red, yellow, and then we can have this yellow and red like this. Sorry, I think, yeah, now it is fine. Okay, we can close this these brackets over here. Simply we can then copy this whole thing and we can put it over here, because I would like to now define a variable in which we can store the state. So for this we can have player, and player is going to be of yellow color, and then we can have the rows. So rows, and here we are going to have these many rows. Okay, so that's the code you can use for the state variable. Right, now it's time for us to define the different functions that we require for creating this game. So the first function is the grid function. I would like to define it. Is going to help us in drawing the Connect 4 grid. Connect 4 is the name of the game. Okay, then I would like to first have a good background color. So how can we define a good background color? Using this BG color property, you can easily define a background color. So I would like to have a background color of, I would like to have a light blue background, right? That's the reason I've put this light blue inside these single inverted commas. Then we can have this for loop for x in range. Let's now define the range. It's time for us to define the range. So minus 150 to 250 we can define over here, right? I hope you guys know about these three parameters. If you don't know about them, please go and check the basic things of Python, right? Please go and check the basic the tutorials in which I've explained the basic things of Python. You can check my own channel. It's with name Gaurav Kumar Jain. You can find it on YouTube very easily. Just type Gaurav Kumar Jain, and right on the top you will be able to see my channel. Okay, then we can have this line. So for this line function, we need to pass 4 different coordinates, right? So these are the coordinates for the starting point, and these are for the ending point. Okay, so we are done with defining this for loop. Now we need to define again a second for loop. So we are going to make use of the same statement for x in range, and let's now define some other parameters. Minus 175 we can take, right? It is totally your call what parameters you want to take into account, because I've already coded this game, so that is the reason I know what things are going to give me the correct output. So minus 175, 250 I'm taking here. Now for y in range, again, so it's a nested for loop which I've defined over here. Minus 175 comma 200 comma 50, and I haven't put this colon over here, right? I need to put a colon also, because it's otherwise it will give me a syntax error. We can use this up function, right? I hope you guys know about this up function. If you don't know, please go and check the previous tutorials. Definitely you will come to know about this up function. Then we can use this goto for going to these this point. Then we can create a dot kind of thing using this dot function. So I would like to have a dot of this weight and this color white. And finally we need to update everything. How can we update everything? With the help of this update function. It's very easy for updating everything at the same time. Okay, now let's have another function with name tap. You know, these are some functions which I generally use when I code using free games module. So tap is going to help us in drawing red and yellow circle in tabbed rows. Wherever the user is going to tap, it will help us in drawing the red and yellow circles. And how we'll do it? So for that we will have to define the code. Player we can have, and then we can save the state. Okay, let's have rows in this. Sorry. Okay, fine. So it is going to catch the rows. Sorry, for the player I don't think that rows is required. I think we can have players inside it. Sorry. yeah, because we want the state of the player, right? And then in rows we can have this state, this rows, sorry, like this. Okay, then for this row we need to convert, we need to make the type conversion. So I'm using this int x plus 200 by 50. So that's the formula you can keep in mind. Then we need to have another variable in which we can put the count, the number of rows. So that's the way we can do it. It's very simple. When you will code the things and you will do some experiment on these codes, definitely you will be able to understand them in a more better way. Until and unless you'll experiment on these codes, if you will try to memorize these things, nothing is going to happen. You'll have to understand them. And how to understand these codes, you can do some experiments on these codes. Whatever values I'm defining over here right now, you can change the values and then you can just check the output, what kind of output you're getting. Definitely that is going to help you a lot in understanding the Python coding. So these all values I've already tried, so that is the reason I'm able to put the formula directly over here for this value of x. And similarly for the value of y, we are going to have this formula count into we can have this, we can multiply it by 50 and then subtracting 200 from this, and finally we need to add 25, right? Then we can have again this up function, as you guys very well know about. I generally use this up function. Then I use this goto function after this up. Fine. Then for creating a dot, we can have this, we can use this dot function. So that's the wait, and now it's time for us to define the player. Done. And now it's time for us to update the whole thing. So that's the function with the help of which we can update the whole thing. Then we can have this rows row equal to count plus 1, right? Similarly, at the end we can have this state of the player, right, which should be equal to, let's make it turns, and here we are going to have this player. So it is going to help us in counting the number of turns. Then finally we need to do the setup. So again we are going to define the same coordinates which we generally define, 420, 420, and what is the next thing? 370 up. That is absolutely right. You must have seen my previous lecture, right? That's the reason you know the coordinates, exact coordinates. And then we need to hide the turtle. So that's how we can hide it. Finally, we need to make the tracer state false, right? And then we can call the grid function like this, and then it's time for us to call the on screen click function for the tap, right? Wherever the user is going to tap, on screen click function will be called, and it will help us in identifying the coordinates of the point the user has tapped on. So we are done with defining the whole code for this amazing game. Let's now run this code and see whether it is going to give us the correct output or not. So here I go, I'm running this code now. Okay, so it's showing us an error. Now what is an error? What is the error? Let me check. So red, yellow. Now why this error is coming? So that's what we have to check. Turns red, yellow it is. Then we have this yellow and red. Why it is showing us an error? Everything is perfect. Okay, I got it. I haven't enclosed it inside the single inverted commas. That's the reason it is showing me an error. Let me do the same for this dictionary also. Okay, I think now I'll be able to see the final output. Let's check it out. Okay, so that's the beautiful window you will get after defining the complete code on your whatever text editor, whatever platform you're using. Let's click here on this circle. See, a yellow circle we are able to see. Red, yellow, right? So it's amazing. See how beautiful it is looking, and that's how two players can play the game. Wherever they will click, some So yellow is going to be the first player, and let's say red is the second player. So two players can play this game very easily. How beautiful it is looking, right? Let me show you the code again before ending the meeting. So I've imported these two modules. I've imported everything from the turtle module. I've used this free games. I've used line from free games. Then there are two variables I defined, and these are the key value pairs I've stored in this dictionary, which I've stored in these variables. Then we have this grid function for creating the grids. We have this tap function for identifying the point where the user will tap, and then we have this whole setup hide turtle tracer grid and on-screen click function, which are going to help us in running, in getting the output, in getting the desired result. And that's what right now we are getting. So how beautiful this result is looking. See, amazing. Okay, let me now check the comment box if I have anything to answer. Definitely I would like to answer those queries. And thank you very much all of you for being there with me in this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial a lot. Before ending this meeting, I would like to tell you about a course which we guys have come up with. So it's the course based on data structures and algorithm. If you have attended my previous lectures, definitely you must be knowing about this course. And if you haven't attended haven't attended any of my previous lectures, let me tell you now how can you find out the details of the course which we have come up with. So simply you have to come on your browser, and then you can type this URL in the URL part of the browser for accessing the web page which we have designed, on which you can find all the information related to the course. So simply you have to type this practice. Why it is not coming? Practice Geeks for Geeks DSA first. Let me see why it's not coming. Just give me a short moment. I think maybe I haven't saved it as a bookmark, so that's the reason I'm not able. Yeah, so that's the web page on which you can find all the information related to this DSA course we guys have come up with, and this is the coupon code that you can use for availing a 10% off on your this total price of this course. It's a beautiful course if you want to learn how you can define a structure, how you can structure your data, and how you can make use of algorithms and data structures for making optimized programs with the help of which you can implement on languages like Python, C++, Java. So this is the course which you can avail and take the benefits of. So we guys will teach you about the basic things first, and finally once you'll become confident in the basic things, we'll move towards the core concepts of data structures and algorithm. There will be live problem solving sessions also which we will provide you. If you want to know the topics that will be covered in the course, you can come down and click this button. Automatically a new tab will open up in which there is a PDF that you will see. In this PDF you will find all the topics which will be covered in the course. We have bifurcated the whole course week wise. There are 4 weeks, and in every week you will be given 4 different classes. So in week 1 we are going to have these 4 lectures, and in this very first lecture we are going to talk about the basic things like basics of arrays, basics of loops. Then there will be you will be taught about some advanced concepts like linear search, binary search, Euclid algorithm, Sieve algorithm, etc., which will be followed by a problem solving session. Right, then we have this week 2, in which again where we are going to have 4 different lectures. So hashing, collision handling, these topics will be taught to you. Then types of sorting, with the help of which you can structure your data. So that will be taught to you. This week will end up with this problem solving session, in which we will give you some problem and which we will ask you to solve live in front of us. Definitely our mentors will be there to help you guys out with each and every difficulty you will come across, so you don't have to worry about anything. And this course has become so much popular today. Many students have joined this course, and still we are getting number of calls on daily basis for this course. So if you really want to avail this course, you can just log in on this page and register yourself for this course. Mr. Shubham Agarwal, who is working as a mentor at Geeks for Geeks, is going to teach you about data structures and various things related to data structures. He is an expert at Codeforces and also a MERN stack developer, right? So he's a great teacher. Definitely you are going to enjoy his company a lot. And let me tell you one more thing, there are students from foreign countries also who have taken this course. So if you want to develop your understanding skills, you want to enhance your problem solving skills, you want to participate in different kind of things which we are providing right now to the students, so please go ahead and get yourself registered for this course. Definitely you are going to enjoy every bit of the classes which we will provide you. If you have any queries in your mind, definitely you can contact us at the toll-free number. Right, this is our toll-free number. Just give us a call and get your queries sorted out. You can also drop us an email on this official email ID of ours. So this is it from my side. Hope you guys enjoyed this lecture a lot. Please do not forget to like and share this video in your group so as to make it reach to the maximum students possible, so that they can also come and join these free online coding classes which we guys are providing. Fine, and thank you very much to all the students who are supporting the channel, who are regularly sharing the videos, who are putting the comments in the chat box, who are sharing their ideas with us. If you have some new idea, if you come to know about some new platform and you face any difficulty in finding the tutorials of the same, you want to learn that platform, you want to learn how to work on that platform, tell us about that platform. We will provide you the best of the best tutorials, right? So this is it from my side in this lecture. Thank you very much all of you. God bless you all with a great future, and have a great day everyone. I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you very much. Bye bye.